All right, it is Friday, November 6th. Still don't know who the president's going to be, blah, 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 all that political stuff. I'll tell you what we're going to do today. What my plans are. My plans are to go down here to Maysville, Kentucky, which we're almost there. I had to wait for the sun to start popping up. But anyway, we're going to Maysville, Kentucky. We're picking up those forms that I dropped off with the U-Haul trailer last week. We are going to deliver those back down in Springfield, Kentucky, where I originally picked them up at. We're going to leave Springfield and we're going to go to Louisville, Kentucky. We're going to load a Broderson crane and deliver that in Cincinnati. I have the gooseneck with me. The reason for the gooseneck is for the crane. So that's what's happening. Like I said, we're almost down here to pick those forms up. Hopefully I can show you guys picking those up, getting those all strapped down. We'll get those picked up, and I've got a few things I want to talk about. So let's do that, and we'll get back to it. And just like that, we got the forms loaded, strapped down, we're good to go. Got to get the paperwork done and we'll hit the road. All right, so we just got that picked up at Maysville. Done spoke with everybody that I needed to speak with as far as Louisville on getting the Broderson crane picked up, all that good stuff. We're going to head down here to Springfield, Kentucky, get the forms dropped, and then head to Louisville. Now, I want to talk to you guys about something. There's been 2 videos put out by 2 separate people on this topic. I'm chiming in and going to give you my perspective, my opinion. Okay? So, this is going to be the clashing videos between Toe Piglet and Hotshot Dave. Toe Piglet says now it's not the time to get into the freight hauling. As it is November, now's not time to get into the freight hauling. The spot market's junk. The spot market prices are junk. Haul rates are junk. All that stuff. Okay, it's just awful, horrible. Now's not time to do it. Dave chimed in, told TP he was wrong. Now it's happening. Right now it is booming. Okay. Toe Piglet is a freight guy. He hauls freight. Hotshot Dave hauls cars. 2 different boards. You know, 2 different ways of trucking. I suggest you guys go watch their videos on this topic and decide what you guys, you know, put in your own opinion there. You know, figure it out. But I've been in the business 6.5 years now. I've hauled cars, I've hauled freight, I've hauled cars and freight, I've hauled freight and cars. Okay? So I'm going to tell you my perspective, my experiences over the past 6.5 years. And it's a revolving loop every year on what happens. When I started out hauling strictly cars. I had a 2-car hauler. It was a Kaufman low deck. Flat deck trailer. I could get 2 cars or 2 pickup trucks on it, and that was about it. 26,000 and under, and you know, that's what I did. I welded a center floor in the trailer, and I was able to get freight hauls as well. You know, I would haul cars out, pick up freight, bring freight back, or I would haul freight out, pick up cars, and bring cars back. Okay? It's just how it worked out. It worked out great because I was able to do both. I had to get a little bit creative with the way I was loading freight, but it can be done. So, both of them have logical points. You know, both of them, I'm not saying neither one of them's wrong. I think they're both right. I'm regional now. I stick around Ohio and the surrounding counties or surrounding states, and that's pretty much what I do. A couple, you know, I'm out for a day or two and I come home. Before I was out for a whole week and I'd come home. Never stayed out more than a week. So, with that being said, we'll go to Dave's point because that's what I did first as far as starting my business. Hauling cars. Hauling cars happens all year round no matter what. The only difference between car hauling, the things that slow down in car hauling during the winter is the hazards that get approached in front of you. As far as your deck not being clean, having to clean the ice and the snow off the deck of the, you know, the floor of the trailer, especially if you don't have a cleated floor. That's a pain in the ass. It takes a lot of time. Same way with the cars that you're picking up in the northern part of the United States. You know, covered with snow, covered with ice. You got to fire them up, let them warm up. You know, along with cleaning the trailer off, getting everything loaded up. Straps are froze. You got to, you know, mess with your straps. It's just time consuming. That's what slows you down out of the north. Plus the driving conditions. That's what slows you down. Other than that, cars are happening at any given point. Anywhere, really. As far as the freight goes, so Dave's got a valid point there. You know, freight's happening, or car hauling's happening. It happens all year round. I'm sure it's still the same way. I haven't hauled cars in a long time. You know, it's been about 3 years. So I imagine car hauling hasn't really changed all that much. Now, you want to get into the freight side of it. This is with Tow Piglet. Tow Piglet says now's not the time, given the time of the year, and what's happening with the load board, what's happening in the country and the world. He's got a valid point there also. My personal experience is up north here, we have winter coming, brings snow and ice, and you get a lot of mud, you get a lot of frozen ground. The construction side of things do slow down, just like he said. Production really slows down as far as construction, dirt work, and things don't get moved around as much at that point up in the north. He's right, it doesn't. So between November till Christmas, things will be slowing down this month. Things are going to slow down between this month and next month and pretty much come to a halt. Slim pickings along with slim rates. The rates will be dramatically reduced between now and Christmas time. Now, my personal experience out of the north. Okay, this is just me and my area, you know, for the past 6 years. The north, once it slows down by Christmas, things pretty much shut down freight-wise until mid-January. Then freight starts hitting the board again, and really, you know, the freight really doesn't hit the board until mid-February, about the second week of February. That's when the boards are full. Rates are still low, but the boards are full. By March 1st, first part of March, let's just say that, rates are climbing good, board's full, now's the time to haul. So, I'm not saying that you freight guys that are wanting to come in and start hauling freight, wanting to start your new journey on having a business in the trucking world, I'm not saying not to start your business right now. What I'm saying is, if you want to stay regional and you live in the northern part of the United States, right now is not the time to start your business. Don't start your business until March. If you don't want to be regional and you want to be gone, say you want to run your little heart out for 2-3 weeks at a time and then come home for a week and then go back at it 2 or 3 weeks at a time and come back home and run southern states, by God, go ahead and start your business now. But with that in mind, just remember, if you starting your business and you're heading south, all the northern truckers that can't find any freight up north, they're also heading south. Okay? So therefore, you're going to have an inflation of trucks down in the southern states running freight. So there'll be a lot of freight, but the prices, the haul rates aren't going to be there until spring. So just keep that in mind. Now, that's what I'd tell you at any given year, except for this year. I'm telling everyone, whether you're wanting to haul cars, or you're wanting to haul freight, or you're wanting to do both, until we figure out who's going to be running this country 4 years, for the next 4 years in January, because right now we just had an election. It's the 6th of November and we still don't know who's going to be running the country. I suggest you hold off until that's known. If you have a paying job right now that's getting the bills paid, money's coming in, and you're just not happy with the job, well, just chalk it up as a job, bud. Stick with it. But right now, if you want to do regional, stick with it until...
In half a mile, turn right onto US 68 West, Bypass Road.
If you want to stick regional, stick with it until March. Okay? Other than that, stick with your, just stick with your day job right now until we know who's going to be running the country. And I say that...
Turn right onto US 68 West, Bypass Road.
I say that because both candidates...
Continue on US 68 West for 4 miles.
Both candidates have different outlooks on how they want to run the country. And I'm going off of what the candidates have said. So, if one of the candidates are running the country, we're going to be shut down for 100 days. Or a quarter. We might as well just say we're going to be shut down for a whole quarter. You're really not going to make any money in that whole quarter. It'll be like running winter. The other one wants to get us back up and moving and get the country reopened and make things happen and do it safely. So until that's determined, that's why I say you might want to wait. You guys do what you want to do, or do what you're going to do. But I would at least wait until we know who's going to be running the country. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say about that topic. We're going to get down here and get this delivered and head on over to pick that crane up. So we just got loaded up here. Couldn't really show you anything because the guys that was around here wasn't allowed to be on the video. So we got a Brodesson with an extension, IC40 four-wheel drive crane. It's about 7,500 pounds, somewhere around there. And then we got a gang box loaded. It's about 500 pounds on the gang box. Everything's well strapped down. The wheel straps would have been enough, plus the strap across the boom up there. But I did throw my chains front and back, got those put on. Another thing that ended up doing while I was here, had a tire that was going bad, so I had to put that tire there on there. It's one of those Big Tex Good Ride tires, you know, the junk. I don't use this trailer enough. I haven't swapped them all out. These two here are still Good Rides over on the driver's side. But the two on the passenger side will be finally changed. This one actually has a busted belt right here. Yeah, you'll be able to see it there. It's got a busted belt there. Started wearing it out pretty good, so went ahead and changed it out. I'd rather change it out here versus swapping it out on the side of the freeway. A little safer here. So let's get back in here. We'll get on the road, get this stuff delivered to Cincinnati, and call it a week. Now we're out here just outside of Louisville. And guess what? One of these damn Good Rides just let loose on the driver's side. So I've got one more spare. Sad part is it's a Good Ride. It's up top. We'll get it swapped out. Hopefully it'll last. Well, we have Tow Piglet and Hotshot Dave in here. We might as well be bringing Robert into it with South Georgia Hotshot. All these damn blowed tires going on today. But it's always good to have a hand cleaner and paper towels. That way you're not dragging all that dirt and stuff in on your steering wheel. You can clean up pretty easy. Well, Robert, buddy, he has all kinds of problems with tires. Of course, everybody does, but it seems like Robert's got more problems with tires than anything. Well, let's get back on the road and make this happen. All right, we finally got back on the road there. Had to let a lot of traffic go through before I could pull back out on the road. I got like 20 miles. I'm only like, I don't know, 15 miles roughly outside of Louisville. That tire let loose. We just got into the 70-mile-an-hour zone, and I just turned the truck loose and let her eat. She let loose though. The tire let loose as I was passing a semi-truck. But on a lighter note, I know why Robert with South Georgia Hotshot's so thin. All them tires that he changed all summer long. So can't leave him out of this video. I've already got TP and Hotshot Dave. Might as well bring him too. So So I hope everybody's doing good as far as Robert, Hotshot Dave, Tow Piglet, and we'll just keep making these videos. In the meantime, let's hope we don't blow any more tires because I'm out. I don't have any more with me as far as trailer tires. We've got about, I don't know, 75 miles to go, 80 miles, something like that, until we deliver this crane, get it delivered, get back home. Let's make it happen. Well, there's the little crane that we had on next to a big crane, so you can definitely see the size difference. Anyway, we're unloaded now. We are headed out of here, headed back home. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the content today and enjoyed being along with the for the ride and all that good stuff. So with that note, I think I'm going to go do some deer hunting tomorrow. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell, all the good stuff. You know what to do. And as always, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.